Hey everybody, Hardtekticon is back, bringing you the newest Dinobot incarnation from Planet X, Summanus, otherwise known as, aka, Snarl. So here we have Planet X Summanus, who is their version of Snarl. And man, he is already just an amazing figure. I've had, a couple chances to play with him since I've got him almost a week ago. I've been pretty busy lately. And, man, I mean, their figures just keep getting better. And with every figure, there's a couple new flaws, like they fix the old flaws that the fans, us, me, complain about. But, new ones come up, but that's going to happen. I mean, these are their first line of figures, besides that big ol', I always forget Transformer names after I get on camera. I will be a terrible movie star. Omega Supreme, he was called Genesis. And he was a little bit expensive for most people's wallets, about $400. Now, at around $100 a pop, these are a little bit more affordable. Plus, you get to buy them one at a time, so people can actually afford it. So I've only spent about $300 so far. So yeah, wait, okay, he don't bend like that. Yay, all that mess. But man, he's a great figure. Let's go ahead and take out these weapons to really get a good look at him. He kind of looks like he's walking. And the swords really plug into his arms tight. Okay, so here we have Summanus, aka Snarl. Here is one of the faults with this figure, is at least on mine, this does not close up too well. And it's not quite as tight as the other ones. Though I have heard people complaining that theirs was so tight, some of the joints, like I think they were saying this one maybe, was so tight they were worried about breaking it. But we'll have to see. I mean, mine's pretty good so far. But let's get a good spin around. That way you can really see the cool effect of those clear orangish plates of his stego plates. And he is just wanting to fall. Talk about fall of Cybertron, huh? Fall of Snarl. Y'all love my humor, don't you? And there he is. Really great looking figure. Let's see if I can actually get the face close up. Extreme actual working close up. Look at that face. Well, there you go. So, Snarl, his face is really silver. He's got some real pretty blue eyes, baby blues. Can you see them? I don't know. I think the silver on his face and right there is the only actual silver paint. Yes, it is. But it kind of makes his face stand out pretty well. His articulation is really nice. With the head, he's got these plates back here, and it's possible I might have mistransformed a little, but he doesn't have a whole bunch of movement in the head because of them. If you were to pop him out or whatever, he'd probably have a lot more movement, but this is enough for me. And man, that face is detailed. I mean, it almost looks human detailed. Except I've never seen anybody... No, I have seen people with silver faces. I've been to New Orleans Bourbon Street. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, that guy. He's actually not very polite. But he's got these weird paint apps that they all do, and I'm not sure if it's red, pink, orange, or what. But they all got them. It's got this real nice color of gray. It's slightly reflective, kind of like the color of gray from Motormaster, which was my last actual real review. Check it out if you want Combiner Wars. And speaking of Combiner Wars, you'll be getting to see a new Snarl interpretation when a third-party one in a week or so when I get Toy World's Roar, who is a Dinobot combiner. He's the first part of it. And if I like him, I'm going to keep him and then get Muddy. And then if I like him, I'm going to keep him and continue getting him. Hopefully Toy World won't make us wait 2 years for the next 3, excuse me. So, I was going with Articulation. In the arms, he can do this, okay? Out and in. He can go all the way around except for his tail thingy in the way. His elbows can swivel a little bit tight. They can go back and forth. They can't bend backwards, but who wants Snarl to have a broken arm? And his wrists do not go around, but they kind of go in and out a little. And he's got some finger articulation. So now he's got full 360-degree articulation in the waist, mainly due to transformation. Like Neptune, who is Sludge, he's got the double jointed knee, or double hinged. It goes right up there and down here. And his feet, which are actually his front feet from Dino mode, have a lot of articulation. They go all kinds of ways. Excuse me. And this one's a little tight. The other one is too, a little bit. Whoop. Kind of mistransforming him here. And, here, come on. And he's got some toe wiggle here. So, that's articulation. Now, I was doing colors before. He's got that same beige that the other Dinobots have. Is that beige? Like I said, I'm no Crayola expert. And these beautiful, really, really nice. Look, can you see some details? Let's see. Let's take one of his guns. That way you can see how you can see through them. I mean, they're really, really nice plates. Look at that. They just glow in these lights. Yeah, I got a new light. Things look better now? I hope they do. Let's get his toes straightened back out. Alright. And when we pull out his Dinobot companions, we're going to take the weapons off of them. So I do get all of them in frame. Alright, first of all, we have the one that most people have one version or another of. Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. And then we got his big buddy Neptune, aka Sludge. Let's see if we can squeeze him in a little bit better there. And of course, we've got their little bro Kalis or Swoop right here. Look at that. I mean, really coming out to be a really, really nice team. Really liking this. Loving it, actually. So, there's his Dinobot buddies. And real quick, when I did the Neptune Sludge review, I neglected to compare him to the movie Sludge, which I know a lot of you don't care, but it's kind of important to me because I really like them. And I like how different yet similar they look. More different than anything, but they're both Sludges, and I know that he's supposed to be Slug, but we know who he is. And I think they're just really two really awesome different versions of each other. Enough of that. So, let's get Snarl back up here. And let's compare him to the movie Snarl. There he is, foot to foot. Alright. And just for a more recent figure that I mentioned earlier, here he is with Combiner Wars Motormaster. Actually a hair shorter than Motormaster by the head. He's taller at the fins, but fins aren't heads. They are not plates. Not fins, plates. Alright, so let's get this guy transformed. Main thing you want to do is put his fist back in there and straighten his feet out. These are going to be his back feet. And I'm not going to even try and pretend that this transformation is going to go without a hitch. You know I'm going to screw something up. But we'll get through it together, won't we? Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm done. So, we got that going. Let's see, how do we do all this? Let's go ahead and start with his tail. Now this piece right here, grab it by the bottom. Just kind of pull it down gently. And be real careful with these. I mean, I could see these breaking, and apparently it's enough of a problem that Planet X has said that, you know, made a post on Facebook saying that if you're having the trouble with those breaking, that they will replace them. Which is very cool. I'm really digging Planet X. They're a great company. As you saw with Neptune, I did get my other gun that was broken. And that's very cool on their part. Very, very cool. Okay. So, this is where you want to unplug this. Kind of get that undone. His stomach plate. And let's see. Actually, I haven't transformed them in a while. But you're going to want to put this part in that cavity right here. Let's go ahead and get all this out of the way. Just can't remember exactly how to do it. Oh, goodness. This part just, there we go, it's starting to come up. You just got to be careful, people. And that's going to come down and flip around and then straighten it back up on these double hinges. And kind of put it together. It's not going to clip together yet, though, because this piece is going to actually go in there. Oh, and here, right there, straighten that out, unpeg it. Fold those in, the little knife point tips on both sides, and straighten it out. Okay. And you can kind of see where this is going. I don't know why I put that back. Okay, get his head real good in there. And that's going to kind of go like that. Gently sit them down like here. I said straighten those out, but I guess I was wrong, huh? And right here, we've got some little pegs right there and there. And that's going to go into this part, those right there. See? So let's do it. We're going to have to really get it close in there. Fold it up in there. And then plug it all in. Like a Glade plug-in. Plug it in, plug it in. Huh. I wonder if they'll pay me now. Glade, that is. That'd be cool. I could say commercial slogans while I'm transforming. It'd be an easy enough job. I didn't plug this second one in properly. There we go. There we go. You don't have to do both sides at once. It's actually easier to do one side at a time. There we go. And there's his tail. Already looking really awesome, huh? You move his big back legs out of the way if you like. And here is one of the hard parts. This part, you got to kind of spread his legs open, and oh, that's not fully, there we go. And you're going to have to get this piece under the legs. think I'm supposed to spin it too, yeah. Because right here, let's see, we got a... I think I'm supposed to, yeah, there we go. Do this real quick. Excuse me. Hold on one second. Alrighty, so let's start with the individual legs first. Kind of straighten that out for now. Right here it opens up, and then you can move the head, straighten it up. And here is the whole front leg of stego mode. It's gonna roll out like that, not roll out. Let's see here, we got a double hinge. You want to straighten that up to where it fills in that section. Do the same with the other leg. Kind of gives us a better guide of where we need to go. Straighten this up. Straighten that out a little bit. And close that back up. And once you plug these two halves together to make the body, it will kind of seal this little flap. But until then, it is going to be a little floppy. Just a wee bit. So, now, pull this down as far as you can. Don't be snapping anything. And then start bringing these parts in. Make sure the screws are in the front. Oh, well, wait. Did I do this wrong? Oh, goodness, look what I am doing. I'm almost breaking stuff. Goodness gracious. Okay, no, I was right the first time. Let's go ahead and... Alright, so... get these all spread. Get the stomach plate down there. Kind of rotate them right here, which I forgot to point out in articulation, but it can rotate right there. So get that down. Don't snap anything. And start bringing these in. Oh, important part right here. See right there? Kind of pulls apart. Bring that down, flip it around, and it just kind of rests on this peg. It doesn't actually plug in, just rest. Kind of annoying. Everybody's complained about that. And I'm sure that Planet X will probably finish it. Fix it, not finish it. They're going to finish it all right. So, let's get these over that plate. Now have to start straightening things out with that leg. And now right here there's a peg, and under his pecs, or whatever you want to call them, there's peg holes. See them? Not really in the light, but you can see it. So, and what you're going to do, make sure this piece is all the way up. You're going to kind of try and work it, and this is the other hardest part. You're going to try and work it to where it's in there. Hey, that was easy. That was easy. Cool. Okay, so one half. I'll probably have to undo it. So, I mean, really, you're kind of collapsing that hinge into the cavity of the legs slash body. And see, I already undid it. How about that mess? Let's go ahead and do it with this side. And remember, when you're grabbing, be careful where you're grabbing. You do not want to be grabbing and putting pressure on the plates. Because, I mean, I just know it'll mess up, break, snap, crack, and pop. Like some crisp rice cereal. You want me to say your name? Give me money. You heard me, Kellogg's, or whatever company you are. I'm taking bids. At less than 20 subscribers. Yeah, I'm taking bids. You know you want me. Alright, so we got that all plugged in together. Got to plug in the head. It looks all deformed. That's monstrous. That's probably what Shockwave meant to make. Plug the head in. Yeah. Alright, now on the stomach plate there's pegs right there. There's peg holes right there. You want that in there. And it almost seems like it's not going to fit, but it will. Just kind of grab it by both sides, and slide down. And there you go. Now let's straighten everything up, because we are pretty much done here. Slide the legs down. See how there's hinges in there? On that weird thing. There we go. Spin the leg around. Slide it down. Man, that's poppy. Poppier than Justin Bieber. Alright, now Justin Bieber's got to give me money. Everybody give me money! Sounding like a supervillain now. Supervillain reviewer. Right now I'm just a superhero reviewer. And there is the Snarl Dinobot. The Snarl. He is so snarly. Gnarly snarly. But great looking Stegosaurus. Now, as my subscribers who actually watch most of my videos know, I'm not a big fan of the style of G1. You know, all these reissues and everything. I'd rather get the newer version that doesn't look like a brick. And this is the best looking Snarl figure I've ever seen in my life. It really is beautiful. And again, I forgot some articulation. A lot of these fins move. Plates, I keep on calling them fins. These three do not. These do, obviously. I thought these moved. Yeah, they move. They're just a lot tighter. So do these. And these do not. So only these three sets of plates move. And these are actually a little loose on mine. It's kind of like that or like that. But great, great looking figure. I am loving it. Look at that face sculpt. Look at that. Huh? Beautiful, huh? And man, I'm just loving that big, long stego tail. There is zero articulation in it, and I am still loving it. So awesome. His mouth can open and close. He's got big blue light piping eyes. Let's see. You get a little bit of the effect. And right here, perfect spot for an Autobot symbol. My Snarl head has a little trouble staying completely closed. It won't come undone, but there's typically a seam in there. And that's not super cool. And even though I do love the Dino modes way better on these guys than the robot modes, not saying anything bad about the robot modes, it's just dinosaurs. I've loved these since I could understand what dinosaurs were. But I normally keep mine in robot mode just to save space on the shelf, because my shelves are pretty packed. So, let's do some comparisons real quick. Alright, so we're back. I've got some transformed Dinobots ready for you to check out. But first, I forgot to take a real good look at these weapons that come with Snarl. This is his gun. He comes with two of them. They are not mirror versions. They are identical. But very, very cool looking guns. I mean, from what I've heard, they're based on the Fall of Cybertron game. I never really played it. I just kind of did watch the walkthrough. Look. Drops these. But yeah, very cool gun. Got two of them. And he's got two of these swords. See-through plastic. To be honest with you, when it's in his hand right here, it looks kind of weird because there's so much handle up here still exposed. So it almost feels like he's kind of holding the gun, the sword, by the very tip. It looks awkward. A little bit it looks awkward. But I actually prefer him with a gun. Now one bad thing about this is storage. You only have storage for 2 weapons. One there, and one on this other side. There is no weapon storage up through a spine. That is not a 5mm peg hole, that's a peg for transformation. I mean, he can hold one in his mouth if you wanted, but then where's the second one gonna go? So normally what I do is I find a spot in the spines to hold the swords, which don't look great, but don't look terrible. And then I'll put the guns right here in his legs. So, here we have Dinobot Snarl. The most recent one besides Snarl, Summanus. We got Neptune. Here we got good old Grimmy. See if we can find, you know what, let's give him in a classic incorrect T-Rex mode. If I can figure out the leg configuration. There we go. Let's see, you know what, let me pull the camera back a little. There we go. So here we got Sludge. I think I might have been calling him the wrong thing earlier in the review. I'm not sure. Can't remember. So here we got Sludge. We got Grimmy. Put Sludge further up. And then we got little guy Swoop right here. So, there we go. That's a little bit sloppy. See if we can clean this up a little bit. And with all these long frickin' tails, it's kind of hard to get them all in one decent frame. I hope that'll satisfy you, because that's all you're getting. Alright, and there were the Dinobots. Oh, and real quick, let me show you with his custom minicom that I've been given the Planet X Dinobots. Oh, I knocked it again. And ow. Just gave myself a good stretch there. Here we go. Here he is with, which one did I call this one? That is, it's not nose cone, it's not strafe, so that's light speed. Yes, this is my light speed. There he is with light speed. And I think he is the best minicon to go with him, since, I mean, he's almost like a spike in himself. Little spike plate. So as a weapon, I think that works best with him. Plus, if anybody or any of the Dinobots is going to be a medic, it's him. He's kind of the brains of the operation. Even though, according to the little card that comes with him, he is the dumbest, the weakest. He's not the dumbest. And real quick, I'm going to have to complain. They got a little bit of paint on some of the fins, some of the plates. A little bit sloppy, I think. You see that? Can you see that right there? That dark blotch. I think that's the only one. Still a little sloppy. Kind of clean it up now, Planet X. Clean it up. Clean it up. So, there he is with his minicom partner. His Technobot partner. He could plug in there if we had extra storage, which we don't. Let's pull out Movie Snarl. There he is with Movie Snarl. And if you have Movie Snarl, in the process of transforming him from robot to dinosaur mode, this Snarl, movie style, I realized that the transformation is not identical, but pretty darn close. Very darn close. The head fits on the outside of the lower leg instead of the inside. And this piece right here doesn't get folded up, but mine's loose right here too. These fins are part of the weapon. It becomes a weapon, this part. But other than that, I mean, most of the things are very identical. Oh, and his front legs just kind of fold up. They don't fit inside the leg. So there we go. And, well, really, that's all that's worth comparing them to. Let's compare them with Rippersnapper. Hold on. So, I got out Unique Toys Alberic Rippersnapper. So if anybody's collecting the Unique Toys line, that's how they look together. Or against each other. I think that'd be a really cool fight as these two guys. I mean, his head could just about fit in his mouth. Look at all that. And I can imagine he's faster, but, I mean, they're Dinobots. They're nearly indestructible. So, yeah, there we go. I'm going to be getting, what is Fenrir, the third component of the Terracons. He's coming soon, along with Roar, the Toy World Snarl. So we're getting some more Beast Dino, or not Beast Dinos, Beast Formers coming in soon. Y'all ought to check out on this fun little channel. So, there we go. I believe that is everything. I do believe so. So, I hope y'all liked my review of Planet X Summanus, aka Snarl. I don't think I ever showed him with his mouth really open properly. There we go. So if y'all like this, I mean, there's plenty more reviews coming, plenty more fun stuff. I try and make this a fun channel. If y'all don't like it, go watch Optibotimus or something. He's not very fun. He just gives you the facts and that's it. And how everything about it's bad. But you know what? 90% of this guy is good. And 10% of this guy is like, But, I mean, that's the worst I could say. So, I hope you like this review of Planet X Summanus. I said that already. Please check me out for my next review.